Killer. So how are you going to begin this?
We're just kind of talk into it, ease into it.
I know, but like, can you throw, do not throw grave seeds, or whatever, or do not throw souls? Can that be the intro?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do that.
Yes.
I've had requested intros before, like the one with the manual. He sent me the Cabanero song.
Oh yeah. Majuka is Maduka. Maduka must become Majuka.
It is snowing.
Oh, it is too.
That looks gross.
That never happened in Vancouver.
It doesn't happen in Vancouver, surprisingly?
I have a picture of the one day it did for about 30 minutes.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna be going to the West Coast.
Hey,
I'm gonna avoid the snow.
Yeah, you'll get to see it. You'll get to see
Also
it.
avoiding my friends, but...
When you come back?
I come back the New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
No, New Year's Eve. The day of New Year's Eve. I say that so many times.
So what are you doing on New Year's Eve?
I think Jake's throwing a thing. And I should be attending.
Can I attend?
Probably.
This is good. Okay, this is also good. Cool.
Wait, weren't you at the last one? I think you were.
Maybe. I
I think it was... Was Emmanuel there? Yeah, I think he was.
When was this and when... What?
It would have been last New Year's.
I don't remember this at all.
I think last New Year's, Jake threw a thing, and it was like us, Ricky, Emmanuel, and maybe Jason. I'm a bit loose on whether Jason was there or not. Did we play board? No. Maybe? We might have played board games.
Did we
I
pathfind?
can't remember.
Did we find paths?
We pathfind.
We
found paths.
Okay.
That's what happened, right?
Kobe, you know what time it is? Magical girls represent. Oh, hell yeah, let's go! Down dirty bitches, deep in the witches, grinding up and down cause they grant all my wishes. Bringing all my aces like this game is poker. Banish all the witches, thank you basement Oka. What a choker, the trick is in the wrist, which you get your head, mammy, cause you don't know what you miss. Now the witch is getting pissed, and they're jacking up my swag. When I finish with the shit, send my regards to the body bag. Maze time! Hold on, away, put a one in the screen like a slave. Keep a rugged dress code, always in the stress mode. So, you think I don't know that? Hold that! Hold that! Hold that! From the soul cousin, this ain't the time. Should've wished for more money, cause now you gotta die. Ante up! Ante up! Get a contract with my girls at. If Santa Claus becomes a witch, you gotta bust that. Ante up! Ante up!
And with that confusion, this is Hardly Working Hippies.
This is the Hardly Working Hippies podcast. This one I'm already titling Jason List Part 2.
Clever.
So clever. Yeah, Jason's gone this week. So, and well, I got a replacement in. It's Mr. Andrew.
Yes.
Not off of Skype.
Yeah, not on Skype today. Every time I swear you get to replace it with... Wait. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Okay. I gotta...
Or Lidl, okay. Either one.
I gotta download some effects for editing this, because I'll probably be editing it tonight.
SpongeBob effects are easy to find, though. The internet loves using them.
Yeah.
It's been MLG or blowhorns going off.
Pew, pew, pew.
show you this awesome. They do a Fox, what was it, 20th century or 21st century probably, but the intro is all done with blowhorns.
horns.
Yeah, like super MLG gaming pro setup, and it's just air horns going on and off.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It's the beginning of someone playing a Call of Duty game, I think. He's more so making fun of it, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
There's a bunch of videos I have to show you too now, I think.
Good.
I think. But so you're back.
Yeah.
Back in the lodge.
Lots of snow. Not a lot of snow. Bit of snow.
Bit of snow. Snowing right now. It's gross. I think I said that during our pre-intro.
Yeah.
It was not as bad as I thought it'd be. Because, like, when I woke up at Joe's place this morning, I, like, looked out and saw it was snowing. I was like, oh, that looks kind of gross. I hope the roads aren't bad. And they weren't.
Well, as long as you don't have to go anywhere tonight, should be pretty good.
Well, I'm going home tonight for Christmas Eve.
Okay, well, as long as you don't have to leave once you get there.
Yeah, I'm staying the night there.
Nice.
Then have Christmas morning.
You get to be a guest at your own home.
Yeah. Play Smash Bros. With my brother. Probably watch Die Hard and It's a Wonderful Life back to back.
Nice.
It's become a weird tradition.
You don't want to watch the sound of something? What is it?
Sound of Music?
That's what it is.
No, it's like my mom's favorite movie. Or like my mom's two favorite movies. Sound of Music and It's a Wonderful Life. She both watches them around this time, but Christmas Eve, it's always It's a Wonderful Life.
What's that movie like again?
It's the one with Jimmy Stewart, and like he thinks he has a good life, and then like it starts kind of crumbling on him. So he wishes he wasn't born.
Oh, the one where it starts off and it's just like the galaxies talking to each other.
Yeah.
Or the one that's just like, you clearly don't know a lot about space because this was made a long time ago.
Yep, late 30s, early 40s. I can't remember the year.
19
now.
old.
19 old.
Yeah.
The decade of ancient.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, the decade of ancient. Maybe said the century have passed on. So. Cool. What else you got?
Well, how was school going before you left? Did you had like tests or something?
Oh yeah, I had a lot of final projects, all of which for the most part were done at the last moment.
As always.
But yeah, my Thursday class I set up a lot of time to do my project. I come Monday night, I drink coffee about 6. 1:30, it decided to kick in the morning, so I only got to sleep from the hours of like 2:30 to 3:30. Pretty much didn't get to do anything with that, so then my Tuesday, right in the morning, I had to do a presentation, which was really awesome. I did really good on it. From there, I pretty much went back, and wanted to sleep, but I wanted to get homework done more. But then someone came over and they played Smash Bros. On the Wii
Common
U,
theme.
which the second he left, I threw it underneath my bed and there would still rest because I'm tired of playing Smash Bros. With people.
Yeah.
I can't go in my computer lab at my school. There's people consistently on their 3DSs playing Smash Bros. All the time. So, school's a crap place to go to work right now until Smash Bros. Finally dies off, which I'm assuming in maybe 4 months it should die.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, after Christmas it might die down a bit, but is there any big releases on Christmas area time?
No, that's just when everyone who doesn't already have it's going to be getting it.
Oh, yeah. Well. Yeah, you're boned.
Yeah. But, needless to say, so I didn't get to work at all on Tuesday because the second he left, I threw the game underneath the bed, I fell asleep, I woke up next day, so Wednesday was the only day I got to work on it, which I did. I worked the second I woke up, hit the class, that was done with, that was an easy class. Then I worked till I fell asleep, and then I woke up and fell asleep again. I fell asleep, we'll say that later. There's a metaphor. Then I woke up and just worked on it until I pretty much got there. And then he gave us an extra hour where I then worked on it.
What kind of project was this, like your 3D modeling?
No, this was, I got to make, it was a final project for my mini games and prototyping class, which is like essentially making a more polished little mini game.
Oh,
I just created a maze where every time you go through a door, the room would get darker. And I'd put like dickish hints throughout the entire maze, telling you to click here or to do this. Some of them were true, and other ones weren't. Like, it'd be like, well, click here 5 times, and it's the first time the player would essentially be clicking in an open space, and it would make the screen go darker and darker and darker. So it happens a second time, in another place, like right after, and essentially you're still like, all right, well, maybe the first one's a trick, and the second one's good, so you go for it. And at that point, your screen's completely black, and all you can see is your character model. So with the playtesting I did with a few people, it got so people would just go right to the very end of the room. They'd just keep running sideways until they could move and start clicking around frantically. They would do that, which is the wrong door. There's a door that's in the middle that they miss because it's this maze. And so, yeah, you'd end up in this room, and there's, like, bright red glowing text that say, well, you can right-click 5 times, and it takes you out of the darkness.
But it doesn't.
Well, it does.
Okay.
It does. And so the player would hammer on this thing, whatever. But now they can see and they're all good to go. They're going to keep going forward because they didn't see the door they missed. So they're going to keep going forward, which is just snaking through a wrong path until they get to the dead end. But then they hit a map and they realize, oh, crap, there was 2 doors there, and they have to backtrack.
So you basically made a game to troll people.
Yeah.
For a while.
I made a maze.
Maze.
Yeah.
That's cool. That sounds really, really cool. I know how to beat it now, so I won't be fooled by you.
Yeah.
But
The trick is you take the first double door you see, the second, or the first of 2 doors you see, and then the second time that happens, you also do it, and after that you just keep going to the end of the hallway every single time, no matter what you do.
that's cool.
Yeah. So, they added a map feature too, but that was
Awesome.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the character's Cranky Kong ripped from the first Donkey Kong game. Just straight ripped
Just-
from size
just
and
'cause?
everything. Everything is, just because he was slow and I wanted the character to be slow. So, he has a run button, but he just looks like he's giving her
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it?
like an old man.
Yeah. So, we just listened to Starbomb, Player Select.
Yeah, we did.
Did you enjoy it?
I did.
That's good.
I
'Cause
did.
I was in a blackout, not blackout, but like before you guys got back, I had like it was closer to a week
Yeah.
of Starbomb before you guys got back, where I basically didn't have anybody to discuss it with because Jason didn't care.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't care?
No, like I showed him a couple songs and he's like, yeah, whatever.
Wow. He totally lost any connection to Ninja Sex Spider or what? Like, he just...
Yeah, I showed him the Minecraft song, which at this point is my favorite.
Yeah, that seems like a good one, actually.
And he liked it, but overall was pretty indifferent to the stuff I've shown him.
Was he that big on the first Starbomb album, though?
No.
Yeah.
Like,
He's not a big fan of Eager After, I don't think.
I don't know.
It's unfortunate.
Even Ninja Sex Party, like when I got really into it, like he started getting into it, and he had like those 5 songs that he listened to nonstop.
And
And
then
I think he
finally-
wore himself out on those 5 songs.
Yeah.
And
Well, he got them all eventually.
No, he never got more. Like,
Oh,
that.
he just literally learned them all from you playing them.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
but he got worn out somewhere along the way, and then just doesn't care.
Aw.
And he doesn't care about Game Grumps that much, which I watch a lot of. 3 videos a day, so, you know.
I am toast.
But,
I'm bread.
yeah.
Those are fun.
But now that you guys are back, if I would discuss it, I really enjoyed the album.
Yeah. I mean, from just listening to it, it sounded really, really good.
Jake brought up, like, it seems shorter. It's not much shorter than any of their other ones, but...
Yeah, I mean, all
It
the songs,
definitely
nothing's
should.
longer than like 2.5 minutes long.
Mm-hmm. And they basically have, like, they rarely do, like, a second chorus.
Yeah.
It's like verse, chorus, verse, maybe start of a second chorus, and then
Yeah.
the song ends.
There's like, I think one song had a bridge, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But
So they're short. Oh.
someone
Okay.
is ski-doing that
Somebody's
guy.
skiing doing in the backyard.
Ski-doing, not ski-doing. Ski-doing sounds like... Ski-doing sounds like you're on the water. I don't know why.
Alright. In the backyard. Don't know where they're going. Don't know where they came from. There's a field out there, but
Big field.
I don't think that part of the property is actually, like, part of this house. Because I see people, like, kind of go through that path all the time. Out into this big field out back on the edge of town. I don't really know what that field is either. It's just there.
Yeah, it's a field. Oh, well, okay, I was gonna say, that's a field for crops. That is exactly actually what it is, and there's nothing really fun to say about it. Going through the quad's fun sometimes, when he has nothing planted, and he won't hate you. Playing a maze game where you go in there and hide and get people to try to find you is fun, as long as he didn't see you and yell at you.
Shoot you.
Well, I mean, you're close enough to town, but...
Diplomatic community. The moment you step into town.
Yeah. Why I ought to, damn it.
Still unloads the shotgun in your chest.
Well, he's just like, I'm
It's
technically...
been revoked.
Well, he's still on his property, he doesn't care. But, so they're building that new school up in the Ball Diamonds now.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
It's weird. I can't remember. Is that elementary school?
St. Mary's new
junior
one.
high? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard something about a new school in this town, and I didn't pay attention because I'm out of school. So, well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I can't go quadding through there anymore.
So, are they on the Ball Diamond?
Pretty much.
So, what's happening to the Ball Diamonds?
They're still there.
Okay.
They're just gonna move them back because they used to have a old. They used to have Edmonton has it, Pioneer Days.
Okay.
They sort of had their version of that era, and they have a lot of old space that they can use. So they're just gonna push it back a little bit further if they
push
need to.
everything back and then just put the school.
Because it's already all there. They put the school right beside the old school.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's a bit. What's happening to that old school now then?
I have no idea. Maybe Hytham turned into a community center.
Yeah, that turned out great.
Yeah, it's such a wonderful
place.
Yeah.
Okay. Know what I don't get?
What?
We get a brand new school with a brand new school. Half the time for gym, we went back to the old school.
Yeah. I love using a brand new school's full gym. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And you go to high school and you're like, this gym's smaller.
Is it?
Yes.
Maybe.
I've been back and forth a few times with my cousin and their family being there.
Huh.
Because you had the elementary school gym.
Mm.
Size-wise, you had this new junior high, or whatever, or regional school, whatever the hell you want to call it. And this was the biggest one. Then the high school, and then the elementary school, I think. I don't know. The roof is a lot lower last time I went in it, because obviously I've kind of grown
You're
double.
a lot taller.
Yeah, double of what I used to be. The roof is lower, but I think the size-wise it's still bigger than the one that the old junior high had.
Okay.
But
That old junior high one had that big stage.
that was cool, though.
The stage was cool. But, where all the kids who didn't change hung out.
Yeah.
They couldn't do anything, really.
Yeah, really, if you just want to screw around, that was the best place.
I didn't change once, because I forgot the clothes. They're okay, just stand on stage, whatever. And I started listening to music, and they're no, you can't do that.
Yeah, don't listen to music. Oh, shucks.
Yeah, but I don't know what I was supposed to do for the rest of the time. I think I just sat there in the corner. Okay.
I remember the first day of that, they were going through and saying, don't cut through the gym, as someone cut through the gym during that little presentation.
Everybody cut through that gym.
Yeah, that was the best place to cut through. It avoided so much noisy hallway.
I actually liked that old junior high, even though we were there for a year. I liked it a lot more than that new one.
The roof was a little sketchy, but everything else was pretty
Roof was sketchy. Roof was very sketchy. Some of the building in general was very sketchy.
But overall, pretty cool.
I liked the design of the place. It had more to it than one hallway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The new junior high we went to
it had,
was a hallway.
1, 2, 3, 4 hallways. 4 hallways.
At least, and there were modulars. And a swing set.
The swing set, yeah. As when you learned...
Basketball court. That's really all there was to it. And people just kind of walked around in a loop.
That was stupid.
Yeah, it was, in retrospect.
I'm really glad...
I definitely did that a lot.
Me, Jason, Darian just decided to stay in the boot room and play Mario Kart, and then we had a few... teachers that would come by and be like, you guys aren't supposed to be in here. And we're like, no. We had another teacher 4 minutes ago that we told we were going to be in here, and she was 100% fine with it. And then you got to leave. And we'll go talk to so-and-so. You got to leave. And we'd just stay, and she'd get mad and go run off and find the teacher. And she wouldn't come back, because clearly
it was all cool.
Yeah. You guys can't be in the room. Why? We're sitting here playing Mario Kart on the DS.
Yeah.
What can you get pissed at us for? We could be doing it outside, but that's stupid and rudimentary.
It's not like they're chairs or benches.
Yeah.
Like outside the high school, there's benches.
Yeah. I still had it better. Well, you just mostly stayed inside because it was funner inside.
Yeah, I think like the first year of high school, chilled out on the front lawn during lunch and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But after that, no, you just stayed, like the rest of the time there, you just stayed inside.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's like, oh, outside, yeah, whatever. There's, I don't know, tables inside.
People in general, like, especially what I've heard, just don't like remembering anything about junior high. That had to be one of my
like myself.
That had to be one of my favorite times. Had to be one of my favorite.
I know. I think I'm actually kind of looking more fondly on it now, but like there's a definite period. Maybe because now I'm repressing high school, I can finally stop repressing junior high.
See, I liked them both.
And then when I get to college, yeah, it's a cycle.
My school.
Nah, I like them. I guess I don't know. Everybody knows. Like my last couple years of high school, we're just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I just totally gave up. Not so much that I failed or anything, but I definitely did not care anymore.
Yeah, it was a bit of that. I don't know. Just going to school for like, I mean, everyone deals with, at that point, you've been going to school for what, 12 years plus, depending if you went to kindergarten or if you even play school in a row. And it's just, I mean, yeah, you 2 month break after, but all it does is it's like vegetate your mind a little bit and you go back to it and you're just like back to the Iron Banner.
And even though there's more choice and stuff, it's still very minimal. Like all the standard courses were, majority of them were unappealing to me.
Choice dictates what you're gonna do. Well, not really.
Yeah, because I definitely cared during art class.
Yeah, art was a great one.
And film studies that first year. Well, okay, I cared more in the first year, anyways. But no, like art class was the only class I really cared about in those last couple of years, and actually put a lot of work into.
That was a good classroom.
But other than that, it was just kind of like scraping by. Or starting strong, saying, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to study, okay, that didn't happen, okay, I almost failed that test, okay, I'll sort of do work. I could do homework, but that's boring, so...
Some of it is just ridiculous. Like, it's not engaging at all.
No.
It's a standard everyone has to go and learn, and it makes sense, but it's dumb.
Sometimes, because... I don't know, I think like another thing that like changed my view on it was like a bunch of like role models that I have in other media. Like there's a good couple of them that didn't graduate high school and still moved on to good stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
Some things you just...
It unsurprisingly does not dictate the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean it does if, like, Alberta definitely pushes for, and I'm 100% for this, I don't actually mind it at all.
I don't even... Nah.
But they push for high academic standards because of, like, oil patch or whatever.
Like, even then, it seems like you can not graduate high school and still get a decent job in the oil patch.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Money. It's just they want you, like, high demand of instrumentation techs and, like, just pretty much any course that Nate could offer, everything's high demand.
And our 50% exams at the end of the year.
Which is dying now. It's
is
like,
it?
Yeah, it's going
Finally.
to, I think, 25 or something stupid like that. Which, because they mentioned, it's 100% true, my final test for one of my classes was only like 20% of the mark. Like, it was nothing.
Yeah, I read an article quite a while ago, like a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay, before you do, they dropped grade 9 provincials.
They did?
They're going to drop it next year.
Okay.
So my cousins mentioned, I think they're dropping grade 6 as well.
That's good. I knew they dropped grade 3 a year or so ago.
Yeah, so they're literally
just...
Cause there's no point. I mean,
provincials had no point. They didn't affect your grade.
Yeah, they never affected your grade in anything.
It was just to, like, measure how much you had learned. Basically to test your teachers rather than the student.
Yeah, I didn't mind the grade 9 ones. Personally, I didn't think they were, like, the worst or anything like that, but...
trying to remember.
Because those were...
No, I can't remember the grade 9s.
They were a bit.
The grade 6 I had fine time with. I think I, like, wrote a story.
Yeah,
That's all I remember.
I didn't mind those at all, actually. I mean, I just wanted the high school ones to be lower than their percent, and they did now, so...
Yeah, but, what I said was, like, an article I read quite a while ago, a couple years ago on Cracked. Now
Mm-hmm.
it was like that, talking about the giant percentage on your final exams and all this stuff, like why it doesn't actually work. And like the most revered university in the United States, Harvard, doesn't have final exams anymore. They haven't had them for a long time now.
There's no point. It's stupid. Why? Like, you learn everything. You do it.
You do progress exams.
Yeah, you do a unit test. A midterm is a stupid concept, but whatever. Like, if they want, they could do 2 midterms. They could do a midterm for the first half of what you learned, which I guess is reasonable because it's still within like retrospect of what you can remember, and then you do a second midterm, which is then what you learned like after
in the second half, not entirely.
Not an entire thing. I think that is 100% fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If they want, they could take the mark of those, average them out, and say, here's your final exam mark. Whatever. That's doable.
Yeah. But yeah, like,
stupid.
What was the...
Yeah,
I had many... I don't know if I really, like, voiced my opinion to you guys. Like, I know I definitely did to my parents about, like, the fundraisers at high school.
What did I fundraise? I don't know.
We did the magazine sales.
Oh, the things I kept in the front of my chemistry book for like the 2 years in a row. That way I could show her when she was giving me one that, no, I can still use the old one. And she's like, you have to take another one. I'm like, whatever. I just shoved it in there and just closed it out. Those are stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry to everyone who did a good job.
No, because... I'm not saying anything revolutionary by stating the fact that schools tend to celebrate sports teams and athletics more than academics.
Which is fine because our school won a lot of stuff. A lot.
Especially our volleyball team.
Like junior high and high school, like provincial-wise for like anything, we were consistently up there all the time. It was pretty
I'm going to say partially that's because of our gender group.
Oh yeah,
our age.
We were tanks.
Apparently we raised a lot of athletes, and some of them were decent people.
Yeah.
Some of them. But, no, like, the volleyball team went to Hawaii. Where did that money come from? Know where it came from? Most likely the fundraiser that we all did.
Right. Mind you, the school has a 3D printer now.
Cause that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm going whenever I go back in spring break. Hopefully, it's not break after school, so I can go back and talk to some teachers. I'm going back into the Comtech room. I'm going in there and telling them I need to 3D print something like now.
Like now.
Because his Photoshop,
That's,
his came in handy. I actually have a Photoshop class next
semester,
semester,
whatever it's
thingy.
called.
Yeah, I actually have a Photoshop class of which I've seen what the final project is, and I could do that already, like really, really, really easily because of what I've done in high school. So this is like a walk in the park class.
Did you do Comtech in high?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was awesome.
I
Then I
didn't.
got to make a movie.
I remember.
Skateboarding.
I remember now. Yeah.
Making death metal.
That's weird. Like, that's a class I totally would have been into, but I never took it.
Yeah, I don't know why you never did.
I know why I didn't, because I had to do French for those first 2 years.
Yeah.
My parents forced me to do French, so I just didn't have the time for it.
Which then you never did the final French thing, which then kind of eliminated the whole reason
Yeah.
why you did the other ones.
Yeah. I can translate French, not bad. That's one thing I've picked up.
There's an app for that.
I can really not speak it.
There's an app for that.
And by translate, I mean from the written word. If somebody talks to me, and no.
There's an app where you can like sort of like look at the word. And
Oh yeah, I have that thing.
Like there's like an app for translating now. It's a huge industry.
Oh, I remember like they okay, you know that app where you like show something like foreign words and stuff
Yeah.
and it translated.
Yeah, one
Like-
year I can't remember what room I was in. Travis ended up like I think they did like a presentation or something. They
Yeah.
showed this. You remember that?
Yeah, that's
they
what I
sh-
was bringing up.
Yeah, they showed it off or whatever, and it was like still in, like super pre-alpha, but it would go like let's say some Japanese, anything could be Arabic, Japanese, and they just show it on the phone. It would sort of like do a little digitizing, and then it would show
translate it
even
on
in their
screen.
fonts, even
Yeah.
in whatever font it was, in English,
It's,
which was awesome.
It's one of the coolest apps ever. I have it.
What was it called? It's not a Windows phone, which means I'm screwed, but you can't look it up right now because you're using your phone.
Yeah, I think it's World Lens or World.
How much does it
I want to
cost?
say it's World Lens.
I paid $15 for it.
I got it for free, but then you like buy language packs.
All you need is English.
Oh no, like for translating foreign
Oh.
languages. Like it's like
Is it
$2 for French and $2 for German.
Are there like deals?
I don't know. I haven't like actually gone on in a while. Like it starts you with two free ones, which is like it translates words backwards. So basically, like if you're looking at a word, it'll just show it backwards.
Like a mirror?
Yeah, it just like mirrors it.
Oh, okay.
And it does blank, where it just like blanks out the area from like using the background colors around it.
Interesting.
Yeah, but for free ones, like it was a free app, and those are the 2 free packs you got.
Neat.
And then you go on to buy other ones, like for if you're like actually going to Germany or France, you spend $2, you get like the French translation and the German translation, and that's really useful. If I was ever leaving my house and going places.
Speaking of those locations, the grade 9 trip that's coming up, have you heard what they're doing?
Oh,
Germany,
a bit of
England, France, Rome, or Italy.
Bit of background.
Which is awesome.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Bit of background. At our junior high, we are really surprisingly fortunate. That's actually really cool.
Actually,
every 2 years? It's every year. It's every year. That they would send the grade 9 class, or well, not the grade 9 class, you had to pay and sign up. But they would...
Usually like $4,000 and a little bit up.
Yeah, it was like $4,000 and 30 or so. I think our group was smaller than that, but
yeah, that's like usually the max.
that was the max. Like about 30 students and a couple teachers went to different countries. Every year they did this. That's actually really cool of them. And Mrs. Sawchuk?
Bush.
No.
Sasha.
Yeah, I'm thinking Sawchuk. Like she gave that speech that one time about travel and how important it is to people.
Yeah, well, that was her last thing. She went to, what is it?
Ireland?
Yeah, she went to Ireland the last year that she could before she passed, so.
Yeah.
But.
That was... Yeah, but, so, we were supposed to go to Japan.
Yeah. And then that's...
Which, unfortunately, was interrupted by a week before...
Was it a week or a week?
It was a week or 2 weeks.
I think it was 2 weeks. We'll go 2 weeks.
Yeah. By that big tsunami that hit Japan back
Tsunami, tidal wave,
would have been
earthquake.
I want to say 2010.
2010, 4 years ago from now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So like 2010, that big. Yeah, we were gonna be in Japan.
Yeah.
If we left a bit earlier, we would have been in Japan during all that.
Needless to say, panic reroute to Italy, which was cool.
Italy was cool.
Extended
it was.
trip.
It's not Japan. Still want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I would have like died in Japan because there would have been tidal wave, but otherwise, I would have died because of like I was.
What about the fishers?
I was manga.
The radiation. You want to become Gojira? Captain a Fisher? Drowning in a tidal wave?
That was like at the beginning. I was like still discovering anime and stuff, and I was reading like a whole bunch of manga.
Yeah.
Now I've calmed down. Like I watch a show every now and then. I'm only like keeping up with One Piece as far as manga goes, but it's like at that peak. If I like gone to Japan, I would have died of just like everything around me.
It's one of those like perfect storms.
Yeah. And then the tidal wave hit me, and I died. That's pretty off-color joke now that I think about it.
Not as bad as...
No, what's more off-color joke? Being in Italy, and this old tour guide...
Yeah, that old lady.
Saying...
Puts a smile on my face.
We were in a very crowded, I believe it was, It's the ceiling place.
The Vatican?
No, we didn't go into the Vatican.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Hell yeah, we did.
I don't remember that.
We went to the Vaticanus.
It was the...
Vaticanus.
It was the ceiling thing. The
one with the rugs on the walls?
what?
That place with the rugs on the walls?
Yeah. Yeah, but it was like it's the big Italian place where like Michelangelo did that painting on the ceiling.
The one that's correct. They have like a net over it now.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
that place. Spoiler.
If you're traveling, it's not as...
Spoiler.
It's magnificent, but it's a little bit...
Nah.
There's a net to protect you from falling rocks.
Spoiler alert here. You go to see your probably favorite statue of Renaissance art, for me, the Pieta.
And there's a dick.
Yeah, it's the Mother Mary holding Jesus with his wang out.
Yeah.
No, it's seeing the Pieta, but you're 30 feet away behind 2 pounds of glass.
Oh, yeah.
That was so disappointing. 'Cause I love that statue. Like, bought a mini thing, and I bought an artist print. Okay, back to the... There's a lot of Italy stories we should totally break into.
Yeah.
But...
Hell yeah.
But before that, I'm going to start with the one I attempted to start. Was being in that... Not Sicily.
There were a lot of Asians. The lady mistaked them for Japanese and said there were a giant tidal wave of Asians coming at us. And she's like, oh, no, wait, those aren't Japanese, those are Koreans.
Yeah, it was pretty awful.
Yeah. I think she wasn't aware of what just happened.
Or,
living underneath one of her rocks.
when we,
What a boot.
for those tours, we had, like, little earbuds connected to radios sort of things.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
And, like, the tour guide spoke on one that, like, broadcast all the way.
That was really cool, actually.
And, she took a phone call, and we just, like, heard her mumbling in Italian in this phone call.
We watched her.
She was the most interesting tour guide.
Yeah. No Antonio, but...
No Antonio.
Or his wife, whatever her name was.
Or, what was,
Fun.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We had this tour guide named Antonio for, like, the majority of the tour. Then we got, like, these 3 days extensions at the end, and his wife just took over.
But she was cool.
She was cool.
Yeah.
It was a good 3 days at the end there. But, it was weird.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Also, it feels stereotypical names that, like, our tour guides were Antonio and the bus driver Roberto.
Roberto was a freaking awesome bus driver, though. He got us in, like, ridiculously tight spots.
Driving a giant bus. It was amazing. Then we watched Inception on the bus.
Who we had to convince the bus driver that, yes, it was a popcorn movie.
Yeah.
He's like, is this like the movie I'm going to sit down and watch? Didn't touch
Yeah, like, he, like... Antonio, yeah, he, like, watched Batman Begins on TV or something.
Yeah.
And then he watched The Dark Knight the next night. And then he, like, was in a gas station somewhere along the trip and saw that Inception was made by the same guy. And he hadn't seen it, and then, like, everybody was like, yeah, it's awesome. And Ricky somehow thought I said, no, it sucks. But...
I forgot Ricky was there.
Yeah,
Holy
she
crap.
was... It was our group of friends,
Sorry,
except
Ricky.
Emmanuel. And Jake. And Joe. He didn't go to school with us at that point, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I didn't know Joe yet.
Or maybe you knew him, but, like, not well, definitely. You might have met him somewhere through me.
I don't think, yeah, no. I didn't know Joe until I saw him in high school. I mean, I'm like, that guy's cool.
But, Italy, last minute trip to Italy, I remember the tidal wave struck, okay, we're canceling the trip to Japan. There was definitely, like, a day where everybody thought we were just, like, not going anywhere.
I was fine, actually. I was just like, all right, give me my money back.
I was so...
Some people were really devastated. And
I was devastated if we were going nowhere after that. Like, well, especially not to Japan after that, being so hyped.
Yeah, different place to spend my money.
Then we just, and then it was like, okay, we're gonna go to Italy, okay, we're gonna take an extended tour. They would cut us a deal.
And we still got money back.
Yeah.
Because it was way cheaper than Japan, which was cool.
Mm-hmm. And then, but we had been preparing for, I want to say 6 months on learning Japanese culture and some
Which mind
basic...
you was really pathetic.
Very pathetic. We learned very minimal, like... We watched a lot of videos on speaking Japanese. I don't think we picked up any of it, really, other than, like, domo.
Gyoza's good.
Gyoza is good.
No, gyoza's good food.
Yeah, I know. Dumplings.
Yeah, they're
Pot
good.
stickers.
My family's just like, so what's gyoza? I'm like, oh, God. We go to like a restaurant and they like order, or they're like, what's gyoza? And I'm like, oh my God, it's just like a pot sticker or a dumpling or something.
Yeah.
Get with it, you old people.
Get with the program.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had like a rushed 3 days of learning Italian culture and basic Italian phrases.
And the plus, at least most teachers have been to Italia before, so.
And we, I want to say those were easy to pick up.
Yeah, they weren't that bad actually.
Buongiorno. What was sorry? Excusey.
It's good. Oh yeah.
Excusey. Excusey was sorry and excuse me, depending on how you used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Punch
3
someone.
days of learning, and then we're like on the plane and gone.
That was interesting. And then we got back. It was just like do a PowerPoint. Yeah. I mean, we'll go over more anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, getting back, it was like, okay, guys, you should do a PowerPoint to present it to whatever place. I can't remember. It was that we got to go on the trip for or whatever.
Yeah,
so
it was
you can
some
explain how
grant.
much you loved it. And I remember being like, okay, yeah. I worked in a PowerPoint for like one class or whatever. And then I remember spending the next like 4 classes we had left, just like dragging that same thing out and being like, oh no, I didn't get it done. I'm super sorry. Whoops.
What? That
Does it kill all of our electives that year?
it did. I didn't get to take art that year.
I
To be
know.
fair, junior high art was the same thing all 3 years.
Which was still cool though.
It was
I didn't
grid
get-
drawing.
Oh, I didn't get my Arceus back.
I probably still have it at that school.
No,
I've been there.
He threw it out. The Master Chief was there, but the Arceus wasn't there. No, I do have a really awesome Arceus from Pokemon or Arceus, depending. They're both pronounced correctly. There, movie says Arceus, video game says Arceus, whatever. Anyways, it was really freaking awesome, and I didn't get it back.
He still has that drawing of L I did from Death Note when I was really into that show.
It's a good show. Me and my room have
It's
been,
alright.
Me and my room have been on episode 20 since last semester. We're gonna watch it this entire time, and then we never did. So I finally got Netflix, and I was like, "Let watch."
Your time will come.
Yeah, I was like, Madoka Magica, watch you, and then like watched all of season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! In 3 days, which was cool. You know, I had a lot of work I had to do. It was still fun.
It's definitely enjoyable. Like, I know here, when we had Netflix, when we were leeching off of Jake's Netflix,
Yeah,
I definitely liked, I don't know if it was so much Netflix all the time, sometimes it was just YouTube, because there's a lot of YouTube content I watch. But basically just having something on the TV and playing Pokemon was what I did a lot of. And then, like, it's been hard to go back to Last of Us, which I was playing before Pokemon, just because, like, you can't have that background thing on anymore.
yeah,
But that's a part of it. Also, Last of Us is, although really good, sometimes pretty depressing.
Yeah,
So, other stuff about Italy.
I was about to say segue back to Italy.
Segue back to Italy.
The toilets were fun.
Oh, yeah. Like, how they had showers right in the middle of every bathroom.
And they had a handle that you think would be to pull the shower, but it's like a warning thing.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand it.
That was stupid. Italy, fix that, please. I love it.
We got to stay in rooms with 3 to 4... Okay, this one hotel.
Which one? The one I stayed in the closet and you guys found me once you came back from the beach. I was just sort of sitting there listening to music.
I'm trying to...
Dark closet, brown closet. Jason was there. I was just doing music and I was
Don't-
just beating my head to it.
I don't know if it was that place.
Well, we could see the left side and they threw batteries off.
No, it wasn't that
Okay, well, I'll
place.
tell you that after. Okay, do yours.
It was the place where you kind of had like that. I think it was like you and Alex were sharing a room, and there was like that kind of indent in the wall, and you just kind of like hung out up there
Oh,
and listened to
Christ.
music, listened to Art of Dying. I'm weirdly recalling all of this.
Oh, I can't listen to Art of Dying now without thinking of Italy. That's
Yeah.
the album of...
There are
that
certain
intro.
trigger things. Yeah,
That entire album was so good. They're making another one.
they are.
Finally, yes.
Finally.
Not the acoustic one. They're doing a legitimate
Not a
one.
live one either.
No, it's going to be out in 2015. It's going to be amazing, just like this new Metallica album that's coming out soon.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And Pop Roaches too, but...
But no, like what I want to bring up about that one is me and Jason.
What was that?
I don't remember.
Was that-
I can't remember any of the city.
Okay, was that the place where Roberto drove us in? It was a tight squeeze?
Could have been.
Okay, because I think I sort of remember that. The bedrooms were fucked up there.
The bedrooms were messed up, definitely, because me and Jason had this gigantic room, which was almost like a honeymoon suite, but it was like 2 beds, so you wouldn't think it was a honeymoon suite. But it was like gigantic. We each had gigantic beds to ourselves. We could look out our window, look down at this room, which had 6 guys in one room.
That's intense.
And me and Jason had this giant room just to ourselves.
Not bad.
It was...
I'm going with that's not the 5-star hotel place that we stayed at twice.
No, it wasn't that.
Okay.
It was awesome. There was the beach hotel where batteries were thrown.
Yeah, there were batteries in my backpack that someone put in there. I think it was Alex.
I think it was
batteries
Alex.
in my backpack. And Carson came over and he's like, "What the hell?" I don't know. I had them in a hand. He's like, "What are those?" I'm like, "Batteries." He's like, "Okay, why do you have batteries in your hand?" I'm like, "Because they're in my backpack." He's like, looks at the ocean. He's like, "Well, throw them in." So I hand him like 4 of them. I'm like, "All right, let's just chuck these suckers into the sea."
What a great influence Carson was.
That was still fun though. I threw batteries into a sea. I hurt the world's ocean. Our sea. Oh no.
Oh no.
The Mediterranean.
Oh no. Oh, I know. That first room, the first night.
Painting.
The
Painting.
well, there's that. I was
Mirror.
gonna bring up that
Prank.
the prank where
That's amazing.
you, 2 other guys, and myself were sharing a room, and
on your site.
I'll link the video.
Yes.
I think I
You're sent
have
to
it
me, I think.
saved on a favorite list or something.
Sweet.
But
Yes.
basically these guys, I like fell asleep. I like passed out, fell asleep. And these guys trashed the room.
Oh, we screwed that room up. man.
Immensely trashed that room.
That poor room. Well, more so than Nathan and Ty did, but still.
And even then, it wasn't like really trashing. Like they didn't break anything.
No, but the beds were.
The
swapped
arrangement of
around
the
and
room was definitely way different.
It was the letter E with it was like the letter E with an extra prong at the top. It was like 4 beds, pretty much wall to wall to wall to wall, and then it was done. It was like a letter Z. So it was just twisted and curved around, and kind of blankets and clothes on the floor everywhere. Nothing was broken, except for the mirror that got moved.
Oh yeah, and okay, well we'll get to the haunted part later.
There's a lot of fun stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in this first room. That first hotel, people went on the roof and got in trouble.
Laser pointers.
Laser pointers. Oh, laser pointers were a theme of that trip.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
It's because it seemed like every street vendor sold laser pointers
I
that
wanted
would
that.
go like 30 feet.
I wanted that big.
All the way down the street, you could see them.
One of my classmates has one of those, and we're sitting in the class and we're shooting at the SkyTrain like over 3 miles away. Just being like, bzzz, and you could see it. It was fun. Anyways, continue.
Wow. So they wake me up. Yeah, it was very much like, wake up. Wake up.
That's good.
Wake up.
Anyway.
Just like that.
Yeah.
And,
Hey, Travell. Hey.
Hey,
Just,
Travell.
just push. And it's like nothing's happening. I'm like, gotta push harder, guys.
and I get up. The curtains are drawn.
Yep.
And there's lights on. And then I just kind of like get up and I'm like, what's with the room?
Yeah, that was the first thing you mentioned. Was like, what happened to the room? We're like, we just screwed it. Ty just said, we're just screwing it around or whatever. And he's like, okay.
And then I was like, what time is it?
And then Ty sort of was like, what time? Here, just some. And then he just sort of like screwed off or whatever. And you're like, the mirror didn't move this time. And he's like, yeah. Like, he's like, at this point, he's like, hey, I'm pretty sure I got you enthralled in this. Perfect.
And
Me and Nathan just in the bathroom.
because you guys were out at breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We told Ty to tell him.
And then I got, I don't know, I got to my phone, iPod, something.
iPod, I think.
And I looked at the time. It was like 3 a.m.
Go back to bed.
Go back to bed.
Yeah. And I have this recorded. I set my camera up or whatever, and I just hit recorded or whatever. And you can hear everything. You hear just Ty going, hey, Travell, wake up. And you can see the lights turn on and everything. And his iPod was like right beside my camera. So literally, you can watch him go like right up to his leg, and you're like grabbing the camera so it moves around. At this point, you didn't notice that the camera was extended and on and going, which was absolutely brilliant. And it worked out really, really well.
Mm-hmm. I made Let's talk about the haunted room first.
Yes.
Okay, so this mirror fell down.
Yep.
Inexplicably.
Weird.
Twice,
Yes.
if I remember. Like it fell down, and we're like, well, that's weird. And we put it back up, and then like during the night it fell down.
Yeah, that was weird.
And it was right beside this painting, which is, I don't know how to describe it, like open right painting.
It's like a classic piece that everyone can use.
Yeah.
It's like the 2 angel babies laying side by side with their arms crossed on
Yeah.
like a ledge or something.
Mm-hmm. And at some point, like, we didn't like the painting. Something started of it.
Yeah.
But basically, it seemed like every hotel
we went, that
we
painting
went
was
to
there.
since had that painting.
Didn't matter what the star quality of the hotel was, 1 to 5, family or like business owned.
We got to one hotel where that painting got immediately taken off the wall and thrown in the closet.
Yeah, we took that.
It was it followed us. It was the haunted painting. I haven't seen it for a long time. I think we left it back in Italy.
I remember seeing the social textbook.
Oh yeah,
Don't want to ever see that thing ever again.
it was weird.
Yeah.
What was the? Oh yeah, I made a grave error of thinking my iPod camera's good enough, right? For the trip.
For the entire trip?
Yeah, I didn't have a real camera. I just had my iPod camera.
You used the iPod camera for the whole trip.
Yeah, I did.
Holy.
It was not great. Quality rather meh.
Was it 2.5 megapixel?
I don't know. Doesn't do junk in the dark.
No. Well, no, it does junk in the dark. Actually,
yeah, actually,
that's
yeah.
exactly what it does.
It's exactly junk. And it would normally die like at halfway through the day.
Yeah.
The battery would die, and then it'd be just totally pooched.
Couldn't use the iPod for anything like music. You had to use it for just camera, and then once it was dead,
I was done. It was.
I didn't have that portable charger then. That'd have been cool.
I made a really grave error with that. I don't know why. Like I would. To be fair, wasn't the camera master I think I am now. Also not a camera master now, but but you know,
I did okay with mine.
I have a nice camera now.
Do you get
Like
a lot of
me and
pictures
Jake
with
do.
people?
Some. I'm not very like.
I think I had 1 or 2 at best in my family. Everyone was asking why you don't have pictures with other people. I'm like, hey, what's the point? You can
Yeah, I
see
know.
us anywhere you want.
Group pictures, sure, but like just ones with like 2 or 3 people. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a landscape guy.
Yeah, same thing. I want desktop background photos. Which
Even
is
though
what
I
they
won't
are.
use them, but yeah.
Well, I did a few of them.
The
That was the photo issue for me. And Alex's camera not being able to use it because we threw his batteries.
because you threw his batteries in the ocean.
Yeah, sea.
Sea, ocean, whatever. Yeah, I guess it'd be the sea.
One of the 7 seas.
That what was that hotel? That was a nice hotel.
One
If
by the
it's the
sea?
one I'm thinking of.
One by the sea?
Yeah.
That was really nice. I got an awesome sunset photo there.
It
I got
was
it on my
it was a really good view that had unique design to the place.
I had a good picture of my DSI on that too.
Yeah, I remember your DSI.
I think I had a cool picture. The camera on that was probably better than your iPod, no offense.
Probably.
No offense.
No, offense taken. I know the iPod camera was not great. Is not great. Still not great. iPhone camera's only so good too.
Yeah, even the new one, they can try as much as they want. They ain't touching my Windows phone.
But you bought that specific camera type case thing.
It just came with it.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. Camera Grip Pro.
So cool.
I like it. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. What are some other Italy stories?
Italy's fun to touch on. We got to go to a booth together and eat a burger, and the guy was
Oh,
insisting that
yeah.
this might be a little bit
I
awkward.
remember our romantic dinner.
Yes.
It was... Everybody was eating downstairs, and there was no room left. So
We
it was
went
like,
upstairs.
we could go upstairs. And they like sat us upstairs.
A booth for 2.
A booth for 2, and
Low lighting.
we ate American food.
Yeah, we had a nice burger, Fanta with like grapefruit on it. Shit was good.
Yeah.
That was a good burger.
Everybody like, oh, you gotta try the pasta with the oregano and the
Blah 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 blah. Give us burger.
12 kinds of cheeses, and we just had like hamburgers and fries.
Yeah, those were good.
They were good
those
burgers.
Were really good. So definitely worth it. If you're in Italy, try American food. It's way better.
They got good beef there.
Yes, they do. They do. I think we went back to one of the places for supper twice. The place made us go, and each time their not fizzy water was still salty and disgusting. Anyways, do you remember that place? The food was low quality.
No, I don't really remember it, but I like just remember the whole, like you had to ask for non-fizzy water.
Yeah, that was the
Because
thing.
carbonated water is apparently just the norm there.
Which is disgusting and it tastes salty, so I'm sorry if anyone likes it.
Also, espresso is the norm when you ask for a coffee.
Which for me now wouldn't be that bad, but then it was, like, what the?
Like who? Okay, we were all in grade 9. Who even drank coffee?
A little bit.
Teachers,
Yeah.
pretty much. You know what else you had? You had a rum sundae or whatever.
Oh, the vodka one.
Vodka sundae.
El de Draco, where it's 3 different kinds of fruit not fruit ice cream or fruit. What's the other kind of ice cream?
Sorbet.
Yeah, it was like a sorbet, and it was a raspberry, vanilla, and I think orange, and it was in like a vodka sauce. And so me and Nathan were like, I go over to Nathan. I'm like, Nathan, you gotta try this, man. You gotta try this. He's like, what? I'm like, you gotta try this. There's vodka in this. He's like, what? You know, so it's like somebody just starts eating. He's like, okay, there's vodka, man.
Okay,
This was good.
like, you ate some of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like had a decent, like,
Yeah.
vodka not included.
Yeah, and
It
then,
would have been like a normal amount of ice cream.
yeah, I just thought there was an awkward amount of like sauce, and then I'm like, sorry.
And then you
babe,
just kind of like moved it over to Nathan, and he like drank the vodka stuff off it.
Yeah, he finished it off for me. He was all good.
It was a bit
good.
disturbing to watch.
Yeah, sure, it was good though. El de Draco.
El de Draco. Yeah. Given a, what would have that been? It would have been like 14.
Probably.
Yeah. Given a 14-year-old a vodka sundae.
Yeah.
To be fair, well,
She
to
was
be
very
fair by
wrong.
us, I mean, we didn't speak good Italian or read good Italian, so basically we were looking at Italian words on the menu, and I was like, that sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, everything they had there was desserts. That was a cool place. That was Ferrari.
Was it?
Yep, because that was when they had the castle
Oh, yeah.
with like the cannonballs there. I saw a picture of that the other day. I'm like, oh, I remember that. That was there.
I have trouble. Florence. That's the city name I've been trying to think about
Yeah,
for like a long
'cause
time.
we went to Rome, Florence, Assisi.
Assisi was my favorite.
Was that the one we took the boat to, right? That was like
No,
an island?
Assisi was the hill, like the hilltop one.
Wasn't that Narnia?
No.
Assisi. Okay, so Assisi was the hilltop one. Narnia was the place we did Narnia.
Yeah.
Capri's the island one we went to.
And then there was Venice we went to for like
Venice.
half a day,
Yeah.
which was okay.
You saw that picture I took with the. There was this awesome street lamp, and it was done in like black stained metal, not stainless steel, but just black stained metal, and it's a dragon with his wings open, and his neck was going and everything, and he was breathing
I
fire,
remember
and
it.
the fire was like this rainbow glass where there was a light, and it was just one single street lamp, but it was the most amazing thing ever. I had to take a picture of this thing. It was
And I think it was in
So cool.
Venice where I had my encounter
of the turd kind.
of the turd kind with the old rich white dude
Oh yeah.
trying to teach me life lessons. Okay, so there was this like it was like a kind of like a market in the middle of the square.
Yeah.
Yeah, in like the center square was like a market. And they had like art and other stuff, knickknacks, paddywhacks, character drawings. Anyways,
Cool.
I found this painting that I really, really dug of this ballerina. Of this ballet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really dug it, and it was... I took a picture of it.
Yeah.
Nonchalantly took a picture of it.
Hey man, taking pictures of other people's art.
It could have been a copy. It fully could have been a copy of anything.
Probably.
Probably was a copy.
Probably was.
But, so I really liked it, but it was, I don't know, 200 some euro.
Something like that. Which you could have totally talked it down.
I wasn't the bargain guy, so
Just
like
had to grab Carson.
it was 200 some euro, which is, I don't know, I think at that time was almost $250.
I thought it'd be more like 270 or something.
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I really liked it. So like after like meagering on it for a long time, I was like, okay, I'm not good at talking down prices. So I don't know if I grabbed Carson, but I definitely grabbed a bunch of people, like
Yeah.
2 or 3 people.
Yeah, I remember that. You got a few people with you.
And we were a posse going to talk this guy down on price.
Yeah.
Know what we get there?
Some
This
guy.
old white guy just
Lots
bought
of
the
money.
painting.
Just bought it, yeah.
Just bought the painting. I don't even know how it started up or I think like maybe, hey, do you still have that ballerina painting? Because I couldn't find it. And then the old white guy was like, oh, I just bought it.
Ah, yes.
Nice. And that must have been like what it was, how it started. So he turned to me, and he was like, sometimes you just have to go for it. Go for it on instinct. Teaching me a life lesson.
Should have just knocked him out right there. Yeah, I went for it, alright. Now it's mine. Just drop like $200 on him. Leave.
Oh, it was, I was so mad. To be fair, that was a lot of money for a painting. So, and if it was a copy, then, you know what, old white guy, spend your money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had the cool spray paint paintings.
Oh yeah,
Those
they
are
did.
Freaking awesome. I should have got one of those, but I didn't.
No, I got a painting of the Pieta instead for like $30 or €30, whatever.
Nice.
At the end of that,
That's not bad.
I only recently unearthed it, and by that I mean I did that before I moved out, which I think it's still at my other house.
Fair enough. He owns 7 mansions, by the way.
Yeah. It's at the summer house,
Yeah.
not the lake house.
Yeah, that's one with the space that takes you up to your man in space, right?
Yeah. That one.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Tom Petty's using it at the moment, though.
Yeah, it orbits around another mansion in space, actually. It's like
a bigger mansion.
It's a satellite of a satellite of a satellite, so...
Yeah, well, that's how it works. Like, you have the mass center in the middle, and then
Yeah.
there are, like, slightly smaller mansions circling around it.
Yeah.
That's science for you.
It's right beside his moon elevator.
Yeah.
On the dark
Exactly.
side. On the dark side.
From all the money I make, all those monies.
Yeah. He inherited a lot. He figured out a way to sell air.
I went to the future, and I have the numbers for the next 7 Lotto 649s.
Yeah. The numbers, Mason. What do the numbers mean? That's a Call of Duty joke. I'm sorry for anyone.
For anyone not versed in Call of
Who
Duty.
haven't played Black Ops and remembers the obsessive... The numbers, Mason. What do the numbers mean?
Emmanuel got it, probably.
Yeah.
If he's listening to us in Chile.
Maybe Jake. Jake McGillett.
Maybe Jake. I don't think Jake's a big Call of Duty fan. I don't
Play
even...
level 1. Or the intro. If you sat there on the main menu for long enough, and by that I mean like about 10, 15 seconds, he would start saying it. So hopefully.
Hopefully. So, I think it's about time to wrap up. We reminisced about Italy for quite a while.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I would have to... Oh, one last thing. We all got to Pompeii,
Oh yeah, Pompeii.
and at the exact same time, our entire group got sand in their eyes.
Oh
Got
yeah.
dust. Everyone got dust in their eyes at the exact same time. Out of nowhere, like no dust at all in all of Italy. You get to this place...
Dust
that's
everywhere.
Yeah, everyone got like dust in their eyes at the exact same time. Everyone was just like, and rubbing their eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was just a cool thing to bring up.
Okay. There's a lot that happened in Italy. We only scratched the surface. I like to think that in the future we can bring everybody who went to Italy. Sorry, Jake.
Yep. We can bring them too and just maybe be
You can
annoyed
stand there,
back.
comment, like, yeah, that's a cool story, bro.
Yeah,
Boop boop, boop boop, boop boop.
pretty much. So,
Loading his gun.
popping bubbles.
Any of those things.
Yep.
Yeah, but I actually have thought about this before, like doing an Italy cast.
An Italy themed one? Yeah, that'd be cool.
Although, as it clearly shows, we scratched the surface, and there's plenty more Italy stories to tell.
Yeah.
Especially Ricky, because we were only like not
I would
tangentially friends.
actually absolutely love to hear her side of the story.
Yeah, because
On what Italy was like.
Because you, me, and Jason, we kind of all had the same view
Yeah,
story
for the most part, we're together all the time. So.
together. But Ricky, yeah, we hung out, but definitely she had a different experience in Italy, I would say.
Yeah, I'd really like to know. Unlike Alex's cow outfit.
Oh dear.
Anyways, with that cow getting absolutely effed in the butt, in the butthole, the poop spot.
This was the Hardly Working Hippies podcast. I am Travell. You can follow me on Twitter at askew_glasses.
And I am Andrew. You can follow me at ARUSEUS123 on Twitter.
Yeah, and still working on getting the podcast back on iTunes, but for the moment, you can go to hardlyworkinghippies.com, listen to the site, find more stuff, and contact the show at hardlyworkinghippies@gmail.com.
Nice.
Yeah, we got everything covered now.
Good. But Duca is suffering.
Oh dear.
Being Maguka is suffering.